One of the reasons I presented this is because many of you on my radio show would call in and say, great, we got it, now what do we do? And I dug and I thought, and I dug and I thought. And then I realized it's right in front of us. It's in the Constitution of the United States. It's Article 5. Article 5, the amendment process, 2 amendment processes. The first one we were all familiar with. Both houses of Congress, by a supermajority of 2/3, can propose amendments to the states, and they can adopt them either through state legislatures or through conventions. But 3/4 of the states, 38 states today, would have to adopt them. But that's not all that's in the Article 5 section of the Constitution. There's another way. Another way where the states together can band and go to a meeting, a convention of states, that if 2/3 of them band together, they can have a meeting and they can discuss what they think needs to be done to the Constitution in order to control the central government or what have you. And the same ratification system applies. It still has to be presented to all the states, and 3/4 of the state legislatures or conventions convened would have to ratify. That second part of Article 5 has never been done. It's been threatened. People have walked right up to the line. And yet 2 days before the end of the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia on September 15, 1787, George Mason stood up and he said to his fellow delegates, there's something terribly wrong here. When only Congress can propose amendments to the Constitution to control Congress and the rest of the federal government. What if Congress is the oppressor? What if the federal government is the oppressor? They will never propose amendments to control themselves. The states have to have a pathway, short of violence, to control what goes on in the federal government. And thus, the Convention of States was born. And so I wrote the Liberty Amendment.